Welcome back to Camping with Katie. For the second part of our trip, we spent day 4 going to the White House and the Capitol. We started early that morning, as you can see, on the train. Made our way back. Federal Triangle.
Liberty, guess what today is?
Yes, Rory, it was Thursday, but Trump Day, White House Day. We did not get to see the president this time, but he was around and about and apparently busy. Starting there by Hamilton Square, getting into line, going through multiple security checks, all to get in. But no one was excited about that. Well, Olivia was excited, and Chris's mustache was excited too. Tour of the White House that we had included the Eastern Wing. So you get to see several of the different areas, the family theater and some of those things. You go down in the ground floor, you get to see where they keep the china and all sorts of other stuff. State dining room. We did see a president, just not the president. Out the back window looking across the Jefferson Memorial. It is hard to conceive the history of the places that you are when you're in some of these places where presidents and world leaders have made decisions that have changed not only our nation but the world around us. Walk down steps where heads of states have walked. It is a fascinating experience. Then we made our way towards the Capitol. Marshall here gave us a tour. Our representative Mike Rogers chairs the Armed Services Committee. So we got to go and see that committee chamber. And on these semi-private tours, you get to see a little more than the public tours. It was very busy that day. A lot of school groups and other tour groups were there. The old Supreme Court. Various statues from different states, each state having two there in the Capitol grounds. And of course, the rotunda, what everyone thinks of when you think of the Capitol.
So you can hear me. So welcome to the Rotunda. Rotunda is 180 feet tall. The entire Statue of Liberty could fit inside of the Rotunda with a little room to spare. This would be the room where the inauguration was held this year. So President Trump would have been on stage there. Every member of Congress would have been seated here. Carrie Underwood would have sang in the dome here as well. Look at the very you can see the painting here. It's called the Hypothesis of
Did get to go on the floor of the house, or not the floor, we were in the gallery. This is not it. This is the old Senate chamber. But unfortunately in there you can't have any sort of electronic device. And so we don't have any footage thereof. After the Capitol, we went to a Tex-Mex restaurant just a few blocks over. Los Caballeros. I think it means the gentleman. If my Spanish is correct, you can let me know. Then we went to one of the markets, and porgy was on the menu, to everyone's surprise. The Breakfast of Champions. Or perhaps you prefer the Breakfast of Evelyn. I kind of got some driving time. Getting us to the train station once again. Who said my hat and coat are too small? But I'm glad I had them because it was a rainy, miserable,
It's raining and it's cold.
Miserable rainy day to be standing in line. But just about everywhere you go, you get to stand in line to get through security. We made our way to the archives. They did have a cool exhibit there in regards to the coal mining movement in America and how it impacted not only the country but the lives of those who were involved. But then as we moved up in the building, we made our way to a different sort of history, written history. Everyone who wrote these documents, they were just people, just men. But it's the law of God and the law of nature that formed their thoughts. And by their hands, God used them to prepare for us a pathway for freedom staggering to get to see the Declaration of Independence, to get to see the Bill of Rights, and to get to see the Constitution. Most of which is very faded and hard to read, but again, just astounding. From there, we made our way down to see the Magna Carta, which is, of course, on loan, and you could read it much more clearly. It's been well preserved. Also there, the receipt for the Statue of Liberty. And in their gift shop, you could find all sorts of things. So yeah, we're not giving back the statue. We've got the receipt. Sorry, France. But you know, being able to go in and see these documents with your own eyes, it just makes an impression. Hopefully one that will last. After a strange train ride, we made our way over to the Natural History Museum, standing in line in the rain once again to get through security. This was one of Evelyn's favorite stops because skeletons. Lots of skeletons. No, Evelyn, none of those are your brother. They also had skeletons of all shapes. And sizes. Olivia thought it was neat that they had these rocks. Oh yeah, and they had skeletons. A roll tide. It is a fascinating museum. It was very crowded the day that we went, but it was still a neat experience. It's hard to imagine all the things that the earth holds, from diamonds to bears. To bald eagles in the park. We were worn out by the time we got finished, and so Katie and I and the kids decided to make our way over to Five Guys for some fries and some milkshakes to round out our day. But you can't forget the birthdays.